All right, hey there. We're going to do a quick little walkthrough of Hatchbuck just to give you a very basic idea of what's even possible with the software. And really, you're going to be actually looking at the version of GymWell that I use in my gym. So yeah, you're going to be looking at real people, real activity in real time here. So again, this is just going to be a high level overview. The software is really whatever you want to make it. But I'm just going to kind of show you the stuff that I use and the stuff that you'll be able to use right out of the gate. Now, you will be getting uh, a dialed in audit of your existing site, so I won't spend too much time on that. I just want to reiterate this idea for you as I shrink this down, just giving you an idea of, hey, this is how your customers are going to see your website. And we're just do a quick little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we want to be able to, in that 5 seconds, they need to know exactly what they need to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, boom. I can take care of that right here. So what you guys see me doing is taking my primary call to action to join my gym. And that's simply just to schedule this 30-minute intro session with the first available coach that exists. So this is all done through software, but we're going to go ahead and back up. I'm going to go ahead and open this up so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Um, but again, I just really wanted to reiterate how quickly and easily it needs to be for somebody to schedule their first visit. Now, let's say somebody lands on your website and they Google you, and maybe they're not quite ready to join your gym, and they would just like a little bit more information. So let's say they go to this Contact Us page. Now, let's go ahead and put in some information here. All right, and here we go. We've got all of these drop downs right here that you can use. These will be totally customizable. But let's just say hypothetically, I'm a new athlete looking to join your gym. Let me go ahead and select that one. Um, I'm really out of shape. So we'll go ahead and submit that. Awesome. So as you can see here, I've submitted that form. And if I pop over now from my website and look at Hatchbuck, I'll refresh this Hatchbuck, which is what we're looking at right here. As you can see in my dashboard, we see that a new contact was created. Let's go ahead and look at this contact here. Now, what will happen is, first thing that happened is you see here in my profile that I will have an automatic email sent out to me that I submitted the form to contact and actually created this uh, profile for me automatically. Now, over the course of time, the software will actually search the internet and even sometimes populate a profile picture for publicly available profiles that I have. So when I do come into the gym, there'll be a sort of face with a name as that populates. So right now, I am just I'm a lead, and that is my status in here. As you can see, look at this. I have more information about getting started. Again, this is completely customizable, and this would be the first thing that I received after going to the website. Now, let's say that after filling this out, I read all of this, and I said, do you know what? I think I am ready to join this gym. This sounds pretty great. I'll go ahead and schedule that intro right now. But let's say I'm not quite there. There are other things that I can do in order to get more information, and maybe this would be an opportunity for us to, quote unquote, date as I learn more information. So again, let's go back. Let's pop over here to the website and let's do a little bit, maybe a more accurate kind of surfing session that people would go through. Let's say I would click on this first visit. That's typically the first place that people go to. I look at all this and think, not quite ready to join. Let's see what other information they have. I'll typically look at programs, and then people will generally go over here to rates. This is the typical path in looking at our Google Analytics that people will go through. And it's actually this plan that will be it'll be this page that people tend to drop off at, is that pricing page. The question that a lot of us get is, what's your schedule? What is your pricing? So we have vague pricing on here. Again, we do a lot of one-on-one coaching, so this is sort of our bread and butter. But that can be confusing for people to understand what is the difference between one-on-one and what is the difference between group classes. So we've actually created this little assessment that people can fill out. You'll have access to this with GymWell. So we'll go ahead and put my information in here. And I can actually just go through and take this assessment. And it will actually suggest a program that I would be good for. So I've got, as you can see here, you can hover over these buttons and you can just take this really quick, easy, fun assessment. I put this on my pricing page because in looking at my Google Analytics, I've seen that the majority of people will fall off after looking at that pricing. So let's kind of go through here. What describes your work life? Let's say that my work life is unpredictable. My workout routine, again, each one of these has, a little bit more drill down and things like that, but cool. So what we have here is we've calculated your fitness personality. Let's go ahead and use that email address that we used before. Going to submit that. So we have a little overview. This is my fitness personality, a little bit more information with some suggestions on how to get started. And then over here, what you'll see is I've got a little coupon. So what I can do is I can view those results in a PDF. I can go ahead and schedule that first intro right there. And I have this coupon. So as you can see, this coupon will automatically expire a month from when it is issued. And this is sort of a, just ongoing offer that we have. So I typically recommend that you create some sort of limited time, limited scope offer for people to take advantage of. So I don't actually discount the service this much. It's just simply when you buy 10 private coaching sessions, that is the built-in discount already. So we actually show that and put people into a campaign that indicates some urgency and scarcity around this. So again, as you can see here, I have already now 3 emails from the gym that came out automatically. And then throughout the course of the next week, I'll continue to go through this campaign here. So if I pop back over to Hatchbuck, and let's go ahead and refresh this, you can see here that this is that profile that I created as I first submitted that contact information. Let's open up my profile and look at that. So as you can see here, here are some things that happened automatically. So just a few seconds ago, I submitted the contact form. I was tagged as I was somebody that was wanting information about getting started. I was sent an automatic follow-up email. I opened that email. From that email, I visited the website. I visited this Get Started page. I visited the programs page. I visited rates. I went to this fitness assessment. here we go. We actually see that I was tagged as somebody who filled out that fitness assessment and that I would be a good candidate for personal training. That's that PT there. And as you can see here, an automation was triggered that I filled out that fitness assessment. And then I actually clicked on my results and I was entered into a follow-up campaign and my prospect status went to warm. So the fact that I filled out that fitness assessment, you see here that these tags were populated and that a campaign was initiated, this fitness assessment follow-up campaign. Again, I want to reiterate that each of these actions are all geared toward my primary call to action, which I'm going to show you right now. So here's a follow-up email. I'm going to go ahead and click on that follow-up email. Again, I'm going to go back over to my profile. If I refresh this profile, you'll see that just when I clicked on that, it made a note in my profile that I actually clicked through that email and visited this again. Now, as you can see here, my score keeps going up. Each time I take an action, the score goes up. And what you can do when you use the software is as you see people's score going up, you know that leads are becoming more and more interested in joining your gym. But again, we want to get them in the door. That's the only thing that matters with these automations, is that it turns into something that happens in real life. So just as a reminder, I clicked on this link here. That popped me over to my website. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give these guys a chance. Let's go ahead and schedule that time. So there's my free intro. And let's just go with whoever's available first. Let's say here are all of the times that are available. Let's get this thing going as soon as possible. I want to meet with somebody at, let's go Wednesday at 4 o'clock. So now I'm going to put even some more information in here. So here we have some questions that we're going to ask people. These are things that I recommend you have on your website. So, no, I'm not currently a member at an affiliate. I want to get this information is what are people interested in, because we're going to use this for retention long term, and this is going to be good data for you to have for your gym. So let's just say that I want to do personal training, open gym, and nutrition services. This is another piece of information that is a non-negotiable, in my opinion, for a good website for any business, is you want to know how did you hear about your gym. I'm going to say a member referral because I want to show you guys something cool in here. And let's just say that you're referred by a member, and this member was Eli Weldon referred me. Again, a lot of people say that scheduling one-on-one sessions is sometimes a pain in the neck. We like to ask people right at the beginning what times of day work best for them. So I'm going to go ahead and select a few times and complete that appointment. All right, boom. So now that I just completed that appointment, it is not only in my calendar as the potential athlete, but this just created an event in the coach's calendar with all of the information from that form that I just filled out. Let's pop over into Hatchbuck and look at my profile now. All right, so as we can see here, oh, this hasn't refreshed yet. We'll give it a minute. So as you'll see what happens here is after I filled this out, after I filled out for that appointment, I'll receive an automatic notification of that appointment being completed. On my profile over here, there will be a tag that's added that I schedule that intro. We'll look at that thing here in a minute. It'll just take a minute to push that automation through that second piece of software. But anyway, here is this appointment. I can add it to my Google Calendar. Otherwise, we're done here. So what other things can we do from within Hatchbuck? Let's see here. So here I am, and I'm now considered. I'm going to go from a prospect to a really warm lead at this point because I'm going to be coming into the gym. Now, I'm currently in this automatic campaign, which is a fitness assessment follow-up, and once the software pushes through that I just scheduled my first intro, this thing will actually stop and I'll be started in a new campaign. And that will be all reflected in this activity feed and on my dashboard. So let's look at some other things that we can do with this profile. I'm going to pop over and look at another profile over here that I've made for myself. All right. So now this profile, my status is a customer. So again, it's just a this is just a made up account that I use. But you can see here now as a customer, I have all of these things, all of these tags that are in here that will tell you as the gym owner some different things about my behavior. For example, I did the class. I was a lead for Moms on the Move, and then I became a Moms on the Move participant. So things like that you can have go as well. So here I was a new member. I was tagged. That means that I made my first purchase with the gym, and I will get put into a campaign accordingly. So there's where you can see the campaigns that I've received and all that good stuff. But really the cool thing for retention is this piece over here. Here are all the details that will trigger retention automations. How long have I been at the gym? How long has it been since I last went to a class? How many times did I go last month? What is my average monthly attendance? What is my best month? And then you'll see this 3, 6, and 12 month. That is actually our behavior modification retention program. Again, I won't get into too much detail with this, but we've created these very robust retention programs through doing a lot of research, basically asking ourselves, how many times do you need to come in your first quarter to have a positive effect on your long-term retention? We actually found that 40 sessions attended in your first quarter will yield that. So we've created these campaigns we call it our patch program. I'm going to go into this email template and just give you an idea of what this thing looks like. So here we go. So I'm an athlete in the gym and I just earned my first milestone. And so as a result of that, I'm actually going to get this cool patch that my coach is going to ceremoniously give to me in the middle of before class starts. I've earned this 40 patch. And I can also earn a 90 patch and a 150 patch. But really what we're doing is we're trying to take the idea of email automation and actually make it customizable to my behavior. So as I look back in my profile, I'm going to go ahead and go to my other one where I've actually come to some classes right here. So it's one thing to get a bunch of automated emails and campaigns, but if I'm not coming to the gym that much, or maybe I'm coming more than regular, or maybe I'm falling off, I would rather receive customized information based off of that. And so that's why the software is so powerful, because it can integrate with your member management suite and send you information and emails based off of your actual behavior inside the gym. So in this case, I can earn my 40 patch through this 3 month, this 6 month, and this 12-month attendance. I'd get a 90 patch for 6 months here, and I'd get a patch for 150 sessions in 12 months. And that's really going to have a positive effect on my retention long term. So there are a million different campaigns that we use in here. Just to give you an idea, these are those attendance campaigns. When somebody schedules an intro, they go into a follow-up process to ensure that they are taken care of, and they're set up with an intro program. There's a fitness assessment follow-up. When you have an athlete leave your gym, we're going to ask them, hey, why did you leave? And then we're going to follow up with them over the course of the next 60 days and see if we can't get somebody to come back. We've got these new member campaigns. We've got, based off of different intro campaigns, we may send them something different. Again, all of these automated campaigns are in here. I won't go into all of them off the bat. Another cool thing that I want to point out with Hatchbuck, and this is the last one, this is for those of you gym owners who are busy. This is the busy gym owner, and you're getting ready to either delegate tasks or you already have a lot of your staff members doing things for you and taking care of these processes. When you start to delegate these tasks, at least personally, I had a big fear that things would fall through the cracks and I wouldn't have a way to have accountability if I wasn't monitoring every new person that came in the gym, making sure that they put a credit card on file, making sure that they're in an intro program. After their intro program, are they on a monthly recurring membership? All this kind of stuff is just so stressful. So I really wanted a high-level overview of it. This tasks tab is going to be in your Hatchbuck, and these tasks are created automatically. You don't need to worry about creating new tasks for your staff members. Your staff members will get a daily email that gives them a notification of their open tasks, and turn that off. They'll get a daily roundup of their open tasks, and then you as a gym owner can go in and you can monitor their tasks. So let's just, and again, guys, this is my actual software. This isn't a dummy, cool looking version of it. So we're kind of seeing all these things in real time. So as you can see here, Josh, he's got some tasks that he needs to take care of. He needs to call this guy to confirm his intro program, and he needs to ensure that each of these leads are set up with an intro program or marked as not interested. And then I see that that's assigned to him. Let's look at a couple of others. Here we go. We've got other people that have, so like Sam needs to get his next membership up to date. We have another lead here that needs to be set up with an intro program or marked as not interested. Again, all of these leads need to be taken care of. We have some different attendance goals that we can have set in here as well. And you can just look at active tasks and completed tasks. But this is a high-level overview for those of you busy gym owners that are starting to delegate things to other people. So again, you guys, this is just a high-level overview. This is my actual software that I use every single day. And so you guys are seeing the real deal here. This isn't the sugar-coated version. Again, if you're looking at a few pieces of software, I would personally ask for a demo of somebody who's actually using it. Here, my open rate is 60% on those emails. That's probably 3 times what most other people are going to see in their email marketing software. So, you know, as a point of comparison, that's where we're at with that thing. But yeah, yep, this is the actual thing. I can see this high-level overview. I've got a little over 2,500 contacts. 42 of those are new leads in the last week. Of those contacts, 61 aren't interested. 440 former customers. over the last 6 years. This is a really good thing to have right here, because I know, because I have an exit survey, I know why all of these people left, and so I'm able to send them information based off of why they were here in the first place, because I asked them at the beginning, and then I'm also able to uh, reach out to them as new things come up. So these former customers, this is a really valuable bit of information to be managing in here. As you can see, 783 leads, and that is anybody who's given us contact information over the last year. 783 leads, and then of those 783, we have had 180 come over into prospects. So these 180 prospects, we would consider these a little bit warmer than our leads over here. So let's see here. 23 forms were submitted over the last week, resulting in 19 new contacts. And yeah, we're looking at our unsubscribe rate, email sent recently. Yeah, you can kind of customize this however you want, but this is just kind of a basic overview of everything. So, guys, that's it. That's Hatchbuck. We can obviously go into more depth as you want, but you get the idea here. We'll go back over into this profile and see if this hasn't updated before I let you go, as if this hasn't been a long enough overview. Again, yeah, here we are looking at my activity over here, and I actually just saw that I had that intro pop up in my calendar. So yeah, everything seems to be working just fine, and hopefully this Matt goes from being a warm lead to a member after that initial meeting. So cool, guys.